Hey, fellow Ristopians, welcome back to Ristopia. Just a quick one. I've just noticed this. I won't mention the I word again. I've been told off. Um, Gappy straps, and I've literally just noticed this. So I thought I'd do a quick, very short video about it. So I don't like Gappy straps. I don't like the gap between a standard round case and lugs. Now on this one, there isn't. It's not a full gap, as you could probably see between how I'm holding it in my keyboard. It's just got two sort of gappy triangles each side, but the strap itself kind of visually touches the case. I really can't stand it when that is huge and you can just see a big, I don't know what shape it would be called, but you can see a big gap. The whole thing is, the strap doesn't look like it touches the case at all. That's why I preferred curved end straps or curved end fitted to case straps. But I've been, I noticed something on this recently, in fact, like 10 minutes ago, that I thought it might be worth sharing. And that is the fact that on the back of this Citizen, there is a massive gap there between, so a different type of gap, a massive overhang on the, the bezel, the case rather, a massive overhang on the case. And they could have had, there's room there for they could have had two sets of spring bar holes on the lugs. I have seen that on one other watch, two other watches, one of which begins with I, so I can't mention it, but that actually had two spring bars in the so it used two spring bars to keep the rubber strap on. I've also seen it in another brand where one set of holes in the lugs were for a bracelet and the other ones were for a strap, which meant that you could have the strap closer to the case, so you didn't have a big gap. But looking at this one, I don't for the life of me understand why the holes for the strap are so far away from the inner case. If they were nearer, and you could have two sets there, so you had the option, then when you attach, because this doesn't foul. It doesn't foul that it's below. Well, it would foul it, I suppose, if it was if it went in more. No, it wouldn't, would it? No, of course it wouldn't. It wouldn't foul it because that drops below that ledge. So I'm thinking, why on earth don't manufacturers have a ledge like as on this one, so that the strap actually, if I hold it straight, the strap actually goes further towards the case back, and then when you're wearing this, you wouldn't have those two triangles there. I don't know. It just seems. Is it just me that doesn't like to see a gap? I guess it is, because the industry and people don't mention it, and the industry doesn't seem to do anything about it, which I think is a shame, and it's definitely a shame on this actual piece, because had they simply drilled all right, you would see them if you had it in this position, I suppose. But if you don't mind seeing that gap, why would you mind seeing two small lug spring bar holes on the lugs? But I know dive watches have the ability to have an overhanging case effectively. Some, I can't pick that one up because it begins with I and I'll be in trouble. All right, let's do it. Some have like a recess there, so I don't know if you can see that. You probably can at that angle. So the actual case back is chamfered off and is flat, whereas the case from the front, I won't turn it around because you'll see what brand it is and I'll be in trouble. The case from the front overhangs slightly. It's not much of an overhang, but it just means, let's see if I can do it without showing you the watch. It means, where's it gone? It means that from above, I mean, that looks really good, I think. There's a couple of triangles there, but they've made an effort so that you don't see the gap. But they could do that better, and this Citizen could easily do that better, because there is a massive. Look at that gap. This strap could go way closer. I don't even know why. I suppose, thinking about it, it's because if you wanted to put a NATO on this, you would need the gap for it to pass through. But I just think more needs to be done in the industry to stop this horrible gap there. Whether that be curved end straps, rubber, they don't need to be fitted to case. There are lots of technical issues with doing that, I know, but I've got my, here we go, I've got my Pagani design. Let's zoom in on an embellishment. My San Martin dog tag, John Doe. There we go. Yeah, be for an Action Man, wouldn't it? Really, the size of that, if you can see, compared to that pen. My Action Man dog tag, San Martin. I don't really like the San Martin logo, but I think on a dog tag it looks a dog tag. I don't like it on the watches, but I think on the dog tag, or especially if it was for an Action Man, that would look pretty cool. Thank you to London Ron for donating that dog tag to Ristopia. But yeah, going back to this, this is going to be way under 10 minutes, shortest video ever. But yeah, you know, this is why I much prefer, this is a fitted to case. I was just lucky that it fitted this, it wasn't made for it. There are lots of issues with getting fitted to case and also curved end, but not fitted to case. Let's hold it the right way up. That's probably when you're doing a video, you focus on certain things and not others. But when you're watching the video, you're thinking, hang on, the watch is upside down. But yeah, I think actually, yeah, curved end should be more of a thing so that you just don't have that gap. But if you can design it out by doing something, I think the problem is that most people just don't seem to care. They just accept big gaps between the strap, straight-ended strap, and the watch. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about big gaps? This isn't a big gap. It isn't a big gap. I don't have a big gap on any watch because I just can't. I'll get that one in without showing the brain. I can't stand it. I mean, as a minimum for myself, the strap, I can't. I've only got one. I haven't got any hands free, but it needs to visually look. There needs to be no gap visually at the middle, and just, you know, these couple of triangles. That's as far as I can. That's as far as I can go. But let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about gaps? Would you rather they weren't there? Do you not really care? How big a gap can you put up with? I mean, I've seen some horrendous gaps and I just think, what is that? Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Nice short video. It's my 100th video. Thank you to all my subscribers. We'll move forward with something different for 101. But for now, one watchless wrist, live it. I've got a mark there though, so that was a bit tight, whatever I had on there. I have to loosen that one.